hydrostatic weighing, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so we could go ahead and have a seat over here. I'll go over all the paperwork with you, all the information about hydrostatic weighing, and get everything signed and cleared for you to go, okay? So what I have here is the HHQ, the informed consent, PAR-Q, and the health screening. I just need you to fill all this out so I can go over and look at everything just to make sure that you don't need any doctor's clearance and that you're safe to proceed with the test, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so you're just going to go ahead and fill this out for me. All done? Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and look over this really quickly. So it'll be a few minutes and then I'll let you know if you're all clear for doctor's clearance, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so I have looked over everything and you are all cleared to go. You don't need any doctor's clearance. This procedure is safe for you to perform. Did you have any questions about the test so far?
Nope.
So I know you have read the informed consent. I just want to go over everything again just to make sure that you understand everything, okay?
Okay.
So what the hydrostatic weighing is a method of measuring your body composition, which is based off of Archimedes' principle, which states that an object immersed in water is buoyed up by a force that is equal to the amount of water that is displaced.
Okay.
So that's what you're going to be doing in the dunk tank. You're going to be submerging yourself in water, exhaling all the air out of your lungs that you possibly can, and we can measure the water level, which gives us the body density of yourself.
Okay.
So in short, we'll be able to measure the change in water level to give us your body density, which we can find your overall body composition.
Okay.
We can measure your body fat percentage to determine if you're in a healthy range, or we can also come up with an exercise plan. You know, if the number's a little too low, we can help you gain body fat, or if it's too high, we can help you decrease that body fat, okay? So some of the discomforts that you may feel is skin irritation due to the chemicals in the water. The temperature could be a little colder than you're expecting or a little warmer than you're expecting, so there's that discomfort too, because it's not at the proper temperature that you're expecting. And then the other one is claustrophobia, since you are in an enclosed space. Some of the risks is high blood pressure, high heart rate, chest tightness. There could be some slipping, but I help you in and out of the tank just to prevent that. And another one is that there's a possibility of drowning, which could lead to a possible death. But if drowning does happen, we have trained personnel to perform CPR. That way we can help reduce the risk of death. Any questions on the risks and discomforts?
No.
So I just want to let you know that everything is confidential. It's just between me and you based off of the HIPAA Act of 1996. All this information will only be between me and you. It will not be released to the public at all, okay?
Okay.
So when you come in for your scheduled appointment, I'm just going to make sure that you haven't drank any alcohol or smoked for at least 12 hours, no heavy exercise or food for at least 6 hours, and no fluids 3 hours before the test. You're going to be voiding your bladder before we take any measurements and perform the actual test, just so we get more accurate readings. You're going to be in minimal clothing, and then you also want to make sure that you have a normal night's rest before you come in for the test, okay?
Okay.
So at our facility, we have a shower, and I'm going to show you where that is when we head over there. And before, you're just going to rinse off any deodorants, perfumes, makeups, hair products, anything that you may have that can get into the dunk tank, okay?
Okay.
All right, any other questions?
Nope.
Nope. All right, so we will set up an appointment and I will see you in a few days, okay?
Okay.
Hi, Crystal. Welcome back.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Doing good. So I know I talked to you about it when you were here the last time before we set up the appointment, but I just wanted to make sure you got my phone call, just reminding you that you didn't drink any alcohol or smoke for at least 12 hours. You didn't eat or do any heavy exercise for at least 6 hours. You haven't drank anything 3 hours before. Did you get a normal night's sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have minimal clothing on today?
Oh, yeah, I did too.
So when we go over to the lab, I'm going to have you use the restroom just so you can void your bladder so we can get an accurate weight and the accurate readings inside the dunk tank, okay?
Okay.
So it sounds like you're all ready, so we can go ahead and go over to the lab. I can get your height, weight, you can rinse off, and we can get you inside the dunk tank, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right.
All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get your height first, so go ahead and remove your shoes for me. And we're going to use the stadiometer here, so you're going to make sure that your feet are together, your heels, your upper body, and your lower body are touching the stadiometer, okay? So you're just going to take a normal breath in from me, and then hold it while I lower this, and then just keep your head forward, okay? Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get your weight. So you're going to go ahead and leave your shoes off, and then just take off your shirt and your shorts for me, just so you're in the minimal clothing of the bathing suit, okay? So you're just going to go ahead and stand on the scale for me. Feet together, arms down, and you're just going to stay as still as possible, okay? So now that we took your height and weight, I showed you where the room is to go ahead and wash off. So you can just go ahead and wash off for me, okay? And we'll get you in the dunk tank.
Alright.
Alright, so while Chris is rinsing off, I'm going to go ahead and calibrate the dunk tank. So I'm going to start by turning on the computer. And while that's turning on, I'm going to come over here and turn on the yellow scale. And I'm going to unplug the power cord. And I'm going to remove the chlorine floater. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and plug in the USB and open up the software. So we're just going to go ahead and make sure that everything is green. And by everything I mean the port COM4, the load cells, which should be at 4, which it is at 4, and the battery voltage. And everything is green. Right, so then I'm going to go ahead and zero it all out. And then the platform must be empty, which it is, so there's no weights on it. I'm going to hit OK. Zero complete. So now I'm going to go ahead and calibrate it. I'm going to click calibrate. I'm going to enter in 4 kilograms. And I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm going to go ahead and place 2 of the weights on. Each are weighing 2 kilograms, which gives us the 4 kilograms. And I'm going to make sure that they're in the center of the arms of the chair. Once those are on, I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to hit OK because they are on the platform now. Calibration complete. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove those from the dunk tank seat. And I'm going to zero it out again. So I'm going to hit 0 next to weigh. There are no calibration weights on, and I'm going to hit OK, 0 complete. Right, so now I'm going to go to View, Calibration Values. I'm going to make sure that this scale factor is close to 1. I'm going to hit OK. And now I'm going to go ahead and place the weights back on to the seat of the dunk tank. Place them back in the center. And then I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to hit start on the system. Hit OK because I don't have any data. I'm just calibrating. I'm going to make sure that the average weight is close to 4, which it is. And the dunk tank is now calibrated. Okay, so I see that you've washed off. How are you feeling right now?
A little cold.
Alright, so I'm going to help you get into the dunk tank right now. So you're just going to go ahead and go up the steps. And when you get in, you're just going to sit in this general area. Don't sit on the swing yet. While we're waiting for the water to settle, I'm just going to enter in your information into this. What you're going to do for me is you're going to get all the air bubbles out of your bathing suit and then the air bubbles out of your hair by just dunking your head into the water, okay? Your name. And your years. Your height in inches, which was... Alright, and you are female. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the water temperature. So I'm just going to swirl this around for about 30 seconds just to get the temperature, okay? Alright, so the water temperature was 25 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to enter in her weight in kilograms. And for the lung volume, I'm going to use the estimated residual volume in liters right here, which is the 1.311, and I'm going to use that for the lung volume. It's going to get put right here. Okay? Okay. All right, Chris, so what you're going to do for me is you're going to move on to the seat right here very slowly, and you're going to sit with your legs crossed, okay? Alrighty. And then you're going to hold onto the handles down on the sides. And when you do go under the water, make sure that the seat and or your back don't hit the back of the tank, okay? And so what you are going to do for me, whenever you are ready, you're going to exhale all the air out as you possibly can from your lungs. You're going to start above the water and you're going to continue exhaling it as you go below the water, okay? And you're just going to hold your breath for as long as you can underneath the water and then just come back up. And then do it slowly so that there's minimal movement so that the readings don't get messed up, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so whenever you're ready, I'm going to hit start on the computer as soon as you start exhaling your air. And then as soon as you come up for air, I'm going to hit stop on the computer, okay?
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start. How was that first trial for you?
It was nice.
Alright, so on the computer, I'm going to just go ahead and get the readings for you. I'm going to look for the most flat line. I'm going to go ahead and move the blue line first, and then I'm going to move the red line to find the most flat line. And I just need to make sure that the blue line needs to be in front of the red line to get the proper measurements. Alright, and then I'm just going to go ahead and write down the density, the body fat, and the average weight. Alright, Krista, we're going to go ahead and do a second trial, so whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start that for me again, okay?
All right.
So I'm going to do that once more. I'm going to move the blue line first, and then I'm going to make sure that that is in front and that the red line is after. So I'm going to go ahead and do 3 more trials on you, okay? So you're going to go ahead and start the third trial. Alright, Krista, so the test is all done, so you can go ahead and slowly get out of the dunk tank for me, okay? Just be careful when you're stepping out so you don't slip, okay? How was the test for you?
It was nice. Water was nice and
That's
toasty.
good. So I have all the results. We're just going to go back into the office once you're all dried off and comfortable, okay? And we'll go over these results.
All right.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go over the results with you, okay? So based on the averages of the trials, you are in a poor range of your body fat percentage. So you are a little bit of a health risk right there based on your body fat percentage. So did you want to try to lose some of that body fat, or do you just want to, are you more comfortable just staying at where you are at right now currently?
I would like to decrease that body fat percentage if possible.
Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to help you create an exercise regimen so we can help lower your body fat and get you into a more healthier body fat percentage and something that you're more comfortable in. And then we could come back in 3 months to do the dunk tank again, and we can reassess where your body fat is then, and to see if the exercise regimen worked, and to see if we need to change anything about it just to get you back down to that body fat that you want to be at.
Okay.
So since you said that you wanted to lose some of that body fat, I'm going to start you off on an exercise plan at 5 days a week. And I'm going to start you off with a 10-minute warm-up. Then we're going to do 30 minutes of cardio on the treadmill at moderate intensity. And since it's summer, I'm going to have you do 30 minutes in the pool swimming laps. Then we'll do a 10-minute cool down. And then throughout the month, while I'm checking up on you, if we decide that we need to increase the intensity of your workout plan, then we'll add resistance training to the exercise plan, okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Alright, so you're going to come back in 3 months. After this workout plan, we'll get you back into the hydrostatic weighing again. We'll just go through the same trials that we did today. Anything else for me today?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alright, so we will go ahead and work on this exercise regimen, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.